Rothschild Giraffes by electrocution at the Soysambu conservancy, that's in the county of Nakuru. Now, despite the Kenya Power and Lighting Company regretting that incident, now senators want the company to take full responsibility for the term as negligence from Kenya Power. Senate Speaker Kenneth Lusaka has directed the Cabinet Secretaries for Tourism and Energy to appear before the Senate to explain the circumstances that led to the death of the endangered species, even as members of the Senate urged the Kenya Wildlife Service to address runaway cases of human-wildlife conflict across the country.
It will be unfortunate for this negligence to go unpunished, Mr. Speaker. In addition, all the concerned ministries should jointly undertake an audit of the safety of all the conservancies and wildlife corridors.
Mr. Speaker, the Rothschild giraffe are only 1,600 in the world, and 38% are in Kenya.
In the construction of SGR, the most controversial project Kenya has ever done, the Chinese, in their most ingenious ways, created even migration corridors for elephants.
And part of the reason why some of these private conservancies can be this reckless, Mr. Speaker, is because they see even how government treat this wildlife animal. You do remember the experiment that went wrong. And perhaps, Mr. Speaker, when he's invited here, one of the things he needs to do is to shed light on what was the eventual finding, because he promised Kenyans that out of that sad incident where we lost a number of rhinos, 10 rhinos actually. He was going to furnish the country with a report explaining what really went wrong.
We have giraffes all over, we have everything all over, but they have become a problem to us as pastoralists. As I speak, children are not going to school around the Sultanahmud area, Najil area in Kajiado West, Kenya Apoka area in Kajiado East, because the wild animals are too wild that children are not even going to school.
But along the lake region, Mr. Speaker, we have a lot of hippos coming from the lake and affecting, like in the last rainy season, many people suffered because most of the plants were destroyed by the hippos from the Lake Victoria.
A debate for a good cause indeed. Now, we promised to rectify our error earlier on the counties that have not voted on the BBI bill. Let's take a look at the map that has predominantly turned green. That's our map. Those are the counties that have voted already, 40 in number, one that has not voted against, and the court is saying that don't act on that decision. And let's now correct the map on the counties that have not voted as yet. Here it is, and now it's Kilifi, Uasin Gishu, Nandi, Elgeyo Marakwet, Mandera, and Wajir. And of course, the threshold was achieved yesterday. Coming up next is business, and Noah Kipkemboi will be in studio right after this short break. Stay with us.